Howdy folks, it's the middle of summer 2012. We've had some rain. Today we're going to smoke some peppers. Here's the garden where we grew some really nice peppers this summer, and we're going to pick a bunch of them. These are red habaneros. Down here, got some pot doula, and of course, the infamous ghost peppers, butulakia. And these are just wonderfully flavored, off the chart hot. Back here in the jungle, got a whole mess of these orange habaneros. They're my favorite. Okay, what we've got is our peppers all cleaned, washed, and destemmed. And at the far end we have the red and the orange habaneros. Up closer we have the ghost peppers, the pot doula, and our cutting board. So the next step is working on the ghost peppers here, and you just basically take a slice and put them in your smoking tray. And this just allows smoke to get inside the pepper when we get them out on the grill. And some of them are green. Most of them are pretty red ripe. But you can cut them all the way in half, but I kind of like to leave them together just for a little bit. Anyway, we're going to do this for all these peppers and put them in our grilling tray. And then all that will go out to the smoking grill. Now, to smoke all the peppers, the preferred wood of choice is mesquite. So what I've done is I've chopped up a bunch of mesquite from our ranch out in Howard County, Big Spring, and I've got chunks of the mesquite soaking in my pond. Get them good and wet. That way they'll smoke better than if they're really dry. They'll just burn up too quick. So you soak these wood chips for about a couple hours. Get them nice and wet. Okay, I've started the just gas cooker. You can use almost any kind of cooker. And put in some dry mesquite chips first. Being careful with the heat, just to kind of start things off going. And then I put in wet, larger chips of mesquite that'll kind of keep the smoke going for a long time. Just want low heat on your cooker. You don't really want to cook the peppers, but just smoke them. So we'll let that start up for a second and bring in the peppers. These are the peppers that I cleaned, destemmed, and cut lengthwise. These are the orange habaneros, Kirsten's serranos, a few little hatch and poblanos, some ripe bell peppers, the pot doula, which are just insanely hot. First time I've done these. The ghost peppers. These I've smoked these before, and it's just wonderful flavor. But I mean, it's so beautiful. You hate to cook them and smoke them down, but here we go. As soon as the mesquite's ready, we'll put them on the grill. Okay, our grill is just beginning to start smoking up with the mesquite, so we're going to go ahead and put our peppers in. And as I say, we don't really want to cook the peppers, although that's unavoidable. They're going to get cooked, but we're more than wanting to smoke them, so we keep them low down on the grill and just let the smoke, and then just have one burner going with wet mesquite, and that smokiness will penetrate, and we'll let this go, replenishing the wood every 40 minutes to an hour with fresh soaked mesquite to keep the smoke going. And we're just going to cook and smoke these peppers for about 4 to 5 hours. And I'll put a little block of wood here to let some of the heat out, let the smoke kind of pour around inside. Okay, it's been about 2.5 hours of steady smoking with the mesquite, so we'll check on the peppers, see how they're doing here. Oh yeah, starting to dry a bit. They're cooking slightly, but with the mesquite wood down here at the bottom, it's mostly just smoke, not much fire. So we'll leave it going for at least another hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, and then we'll start the drying process. Well, the rains came in earnest just about the time we're finished cooking our peppers. And here they are, the done product. They look a little burnt, but once we dry them out some more and then grind them up, they'll be absolutely delicious. So still a little hot here, letting them cool a little bit. Now it's time to dry them out further, which will be in the oven for about 12 hours. If you have any peppers that are still a little spongy, like this one is, probably want to dry it some more because it's just going to gum up the works. That one's just getting ripe, but some of them might be a little bit spongy on the top. Might want to dry those out, but this is what you're wanting, nice and dry, seeds and all. We're going to grind these up. So we've moved our operation out into the workshop because we're going to grind the dried and smoked peppers up in I use a little electric coffee grinder, and especially with the ghost peppers and the pot doula and the habaneros, the dust that's created is pretty toxic. So I use a respirator, eye protection, safety first. Well, there you have it, folks. We took fresh peppers from the garden. We smoked them with some mesquite in the grill. We dried them in the oven for about 12 hours, and then we bottled them up. One of these little bottles should last a family, a year. Enjoy.